Hivers, welcome to Honeybee Stamping Hive, where creative buzz is always in the air. I am Tashana Lundy, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Florida, serving customers all over the United States. And today, we're going to be making a cute card using the Coneflowers Celebration stamp set, along with the Irresistible Designs Specialty Designer Series paper. I know it looks white, but there's some white and clear embossing over the white, so it's 3 different patterns in here. And we're gonna use one of them today, okay? But before we get started on our project, of course, we have to go over the buzzworthy business of the day. First off, we have our Cozy Christmas Paper Pumpkin Kit that's gonna make 9 cards. Pecan Pie is gonna be the stamping spot. We have the Abundant Joy add-on dies for $12 that coordinate with October, November, and December paper pumpkin kits. And I do have a link in the description box below for you to sign up for the paper pumpkin if you haven't already done so. Next, we have our Stampin' Rewards program where you earn 10% on all orders $20 or more, excluding tax and shipping. You redeem your rewards on future orders. You track and save your rewards on your online Stampin' Up account, and rewards expire after 12 months of the earning date. Next up, we have our mystery boxes. These are the medium flat rate USPS boxes that I have stuffed full of new and used retired Stampin' Up products. I'm asking just $35 for each box. Shipping is included. If you're interested, email me at stampwithshawna@gmail.com. Okay, and that is all of our buzzworthy business for today. So let's get started on our project. We are going to be stamping first so that we can let our ink dry. Like I like to do whenever I'm coloring, I stamp with my Memento Tuxedo black ink, and I'm going to be stamping a lot of images. And we're going to sit this paper aside. This is just scrap paper, but I just happen to know the size of this paper because it's the size I use for the inside of my cards. It's 3.5 by 4 3/4. So all of my images will fit on this one sheet of paper. So I like that. But we're going to get all of our stamping done first so that we can do our coloring later. So that is all of the stamping for the Tuxedo black ink. Then I have some, move that to the side, we have some Secret Sea ink. And we have a piece of basic white that is 1 3/8 by 1/2 inch. And we're gonna stamp one of our sentiments on there. I'm gonna try to get this central and straight. It says, "Thank you," just like that. Then we're gonna get our 3.5 by 4 3/4 basic white inside piece, I think, yeah. And we're gonna stamp on this our sentiment that says, "You made my day." So we're just gonna stamp that on the inside, just like that. That is all of our stamping done. So we're going to put all of these pieces to the side. Then I'm going to get some scrap paper. Where's my, need some scrap paper here. We're going to take our piece of the Irresistible Designs Specialty paper and we're going to color on it with our blending brush and some balmy blue ink, okay? So I'm just going to rub our brush into the pad and start coloring. And you'll see the image pop out once we get this ink on here. And I'm focusing on the edges right now because I want them to be darker than the rest of the paper. If you guys have been watching my videos lately, you know in a couple of my videos, my granddaughter has been making her appearance. She's asleep right now because this is, I'm recording this video late at night. Oh no, it's late at night, so she's already gone to bed for the night. But I sometimes have to stay up late so I can get videos done and with the quiet because I have other people in the house and sometimes they're up doing things and making noises, so it's not just the grandbaby. And we're going to go in the middle just to get a little bit of color because I do want that design to pop out. I just don't want the middle as dark as the edges. And you want to start off with a light hand on your ink because you can add more ink, but you can't take it away. So if you want it darker, just keep going over it and it'll get darker. And I probably shouldn't be putting my fingers all over this because the ink will transfer, because the embossed image does resist the ink. So that means that ink is just sitting on top of the design. Okay, so that should be good enough. And what I'm gonna do, I have a little piece of paper towel here, and I'm just gonna buff this off. Like you can see, it's a little, the ink that's on the embossed areas, you wanna wipe that off. Okay, so we're gonna attach this to some Secret C. Well, actually, let me tell you, the size of this designer series paper is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8, and we're gonna attach it to 5 1/4 by 4 piece of Secret C. So let's go ahead and put some liquid glue on the back of this. Come on. It's a brand new glue. We're just gonna attach this on here. Let me pick it up quickly so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, and it looks like I didn't cut my paper right. But that's okay, I'll fix it. I'll just give it a little trim. It looks like I cut it a little crooked, but that's okay, it's fixable. So we have that done, and I went ahead and did another little piece that is 3 1/2 by 3/4 of an inch to layer onto our inside of our card. And I'm gonna put this on, let's see which way. More of them are going that way, so we're gonna glue this on here at the bottom of our inside layer. I'll put it right here at the bottom, and we're just gonna cut off the extra overhang. So let me get my scissors. Make sure it's on there straight though, because if you cut it while it's not on there straight, then it will be crooked. So we're going to get some Stampin' Seal to attach this to the 5 by 3 3/4 piece of Secret C. Just like that. And then we'll attach this to the inside of our card base, which is soft sea foam, 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the inside. Get my bone folder here and burnish down that score line. Okay, and then we're gonna sit all of this to the side. Oh no, where did I put my thank you? My thank you sentiment. We have another piece of Secret C. This is 5/8 by 1 1/2, and we're just going to attach this on with some liquid glue. Try to get all the things done so that once we color, that's all we have to do. Everything else will be done already. Okay. So let's bring back our scrap paper, because we're going to be doing some blender pens. So I'm going to start with our leaves and our stem, and I'm using soft sea foam, light and dark. Let me see. I think I want to brush in. One of them is darker than the other. We're going to take the light and just color that in. Yeah, I think the brush end seems to be a little darker, and that's what I want. I want the dark to be dark. So this part is pretty quick. Okay, so those are our leaves done. Now we're going to do the top of our flower here, and for that I have crumb cake, light and dark. So we're going to start with our light crumb cake. And we're going to go over the entire center of this flower. Then we're going to go to our dark crumb cake. We're going to do this right at the bottom. Then we're going to go to lemon lolly, and we're just going to put that right here at the top. Then I always go back with this one to blend it in, just like that. I'm going to put a little bit of this on the body of our butterfly with the lemon lolly. Okay, now for our flower, we have light and dark flirty flamingo and light and dark Cajun craze. No, calypso coral. Not Cajun craze. So when I do these flowers, it looks a mess when I'm first starting to color it, but it all comes together. So I just run the lightest color almost down to the tips of the flower. I do most of the color with that. I'm going to go ahead and do our butterfly while I have this one open, because we will be coming back to the lightest color again. Then we're going to take our dark flirty flamingo, and we're going to go down almost to the ends, but not quite. Just like that. And we're just going to add a little bit over here on this. Then we're going to go to our light calypso coral. And we're going to bring that down about midways of the dark flirty flamingo. And then we're going to go under on those under ones, and we're going to do a lot more. Okay, oh, don't forget the butterfly. I'm just randomly putting ink on that butterfly. Now the dark calypso coral, we want this basically just around the top of this flower. Then on the underneath parts. We're going to do that same thing on our butterfly. Then we're going to come back in with our light flirty flamingo. We're going to blend this in. Now we're going to take the light one all the way to the ends. And because I left the ends white, because when you're using the blends, if you double layer the same color, it does get a little darker. And I wanted the tips of the flower to stay light. Just like the middle here of this petal, I wanted it to be a little lighter, so it'll look like the light is shining on that part. Yeah. So there is a method to my madness. So we're just going to get this done. Do the same thing over here for our butterfly. Okay. So that is all the coloring done. Isn't that pretty? So I've done these ahead of time and cut them out. So let me show you what they look like. Cut out. I don't have the die, so I did have to use my scissors to cut these out. But that's okay. I like using scissors to cut things out. Okay, so now we can get back to the card. Okay, so I went ahead and trimmed this off to get it straighter. So we're going to add our stem on first. And I'm going to use some liquid glue at the top. See, I've stamped on the back of this paper and made mistakes, so I just flipped it over. That's what I like about Stampin' Up's paper. It has two sides. So we're going to just put this on here. Oh, I need to figure out which way. I think that looks like up to me. We're going to put this Yeah, about right here, like this. Whoop. About like that. And then we're gonna have our flower on here about like this. And I'm gonna put my leaves on. If you notice, I only put the glue at the top and the bottom of the stem is because I want to tuck my leaves underneath the stem. So I'm gonna put this one about, about right there, like that. We're gonna get this one, put it a little bit lower, about right here, like this. Okay, and then I am going to get some baker's twine. This baker's twine is the baker's twine 3-color pack. It is retired. It came out in the 2024 mini of January to April mini, but I still have it, so I'm gonna use it. It has Flirty Flamingo, Balmy Blue, and Lemon Lolly. Yeah, if you don't have this and you need and you want Flirty Flamingo, just get some white baker's twine and color it. You can use your blend to color your baker's twine. So I'm just gonna wrap this around our card here, about right there. And I'm gonna go, I think 3 times is good. About like that. Get my scissors. And like I always do when I'm wrapping twine or ribbon, I'm gonna get some tearing tape to help hold this on, to make sure that it does not come loose. Okay, so now we have that on. We can remove the backings. Get some liquid glue. Let me see. Make sure it's where I want it. Let's straighten that out. Make that tighter. Now, liquid glue the back, not the front, because I think I just went on the front down here a little bit. And we're gonna put this on a base, just like this. Okay, and then I can go ahead and get another piece of the twine here, the baker's twine. Stick it under there. Come on, go under. And we're gonna tie a bow. So first I'm gonna do a knot, and I'm gonna do a bow. Just like that. Let's make it a little smaller. And we're gonna trim our tails. Oop. I need to get my ribbon scissors. These are sticky. Okay, so now we can add our flower here. So I already put Stampin' Dimensionals on the back, and we're just gonna remove all the backings, and I'll do that and come right back. Okay, so I have all the backings removed from our flower, so we're gonna go ahead and put this on about like that. Ooh, wait. Trying to see if I want it up. No, I want it down a little bit. About like that, maybe. Right about there. I'm trying to, okay, that's good. Now we're gonna do our butterfly. And our butterfly, I want it to be about right here. So we're gonna did our sentiment here. And I'm gonna get some Stampin' Dimensionals. And let's see, I wanna put this right here next to our ribbon. And I'm trying, see these little thin ones here. I think I just wanna put them along the tops and the bottom. Hopefully this won't be over the twine too much. These are little dimensionals that I just cut in half. I don't know why I threw that down. I needed one more. And I just cut them in half, and that way I use 6. That's really just 3 dimensionals. It's a way of helping me save because I use a lot of dimensionals. Okay, so we're gonna put our thank you right here. So hopefully those dimensionals will be straddling over the twine. Oh, that is cute. Okay, now the last thing we have to do is add some bling. And for the bling, I have the 2-tone sparkle gems. These are an online exclusive. You see I have 2 packs in here. This is a full pack, so I'm working on this, almost finished with this one. So we're gonna get one big one and put it about right here. Get another one, put it up there along with a small one about right there. Then we'll get another big one and put it right almost under the sentiment. Get another small one and put it about right here. And we'll call this card almost done. We have one more thing to add for bling, and that's Sweet Stella. And we're just gonna add this all on our flower, the petals of our flower here. And I guess I can dot it on this a little bit. Then on our butterfly. Now, that card is done. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, look at that sparkle. Even the background has a little sparkle from the embossing. Thank you, you made my day. Okay, you guys, that's it, that's all. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I would like to thank you for buzzing by the Hive today. Until next time, buzz you later. Bye.